Hey there friends, Nibs again, out in the garage doing a little bit of goofing around today. And I wanted to do another shooting video with this, what is actually proving to be a very incredibly accurate gun that I've had in my collection for quite a while now. This is my Beeman AR2078, and this is a CO2 powered 177 caliber target gun. Can take one or two CO2 cartridges if you only want to use it with one, which I normally do because I never use up two. You put the live one in first, nose first, and then you put a dead one in at the top before you screw the cap on. I almost always run it that way because I still get like 40 or 50 shots with one CO2 cartridge, and I never do more shooting than that, and it's not really good to store your guns, you know, with live CO2 in there. So you really want to use it up and discard the, but if you're going to do a bunch of shooting, 2 cartridges would probably give you, I would guess, well over 100 shots. But the reason I wanted to do a follow-up video on this one is I started doing some work on the trigger of my Barra 1100Z, and really got a nice crisp trigger out of that one. It wasn't bad before, but I did recognize again that this is the same trigger mechanism that the Barra company is using for their PCP rifle, and Beeman also borrowed this from Crosman like Barra did. If you go back to the 1940s, this is when Crosman developed this trigger and started using it in their Model 180. Actually, I think the 50s, if I want to be absolutely correct. The 1950s, they developed this trigger. But so I've heard a couple people mention the Barra gun having a unique feature of a spring-loaded. This one has the same thing. The AR2078 has the same thing. So it gives you the feel of a first stage. So you pull that back and it's kind of a first stage. A couple ounces pull back on that spring-loaded trigger blade, and then you pull into the, so the 3 adjustments you get with this are pull weight, over travel adjustment, and sear engagement, which all 3 of them play hand in hand with each other to really give you a nice feeling trigger on this gun. This one here, before we go ahead and shoot, I'm going to do a trigger pull on it for you guys, just so you can see where I've got it at right at the moment. And it was a great shooting gun before I did any, I never did anything to it before, but I wanted to just play around with it and see it. I don't even remember what it was set at before I started. It was, I think I did in my review a year or so ago when I bought this gun. I did do that, but so let's go ahead and see. So the first stage is about 5 ounces. And then the second stage is 7.6. Let's do one more just to verify. This gun is unique. It's a cock on close. There you go. 7.3 ounces. So that's going to go a long way to make this gun super accurate. And we're going to go ahead. I've got the little 1-inch splatter burst across the garage here. I didn't bring it out here. Oh, I do have it here. So I have my Vevor gauge here that we can go ahead and, again, I really hate that this thing, every time I start it up, I have to go back in and choose to measure in feet again. But let's go ahead and measure. All right, today it's measuring less. I don't know why. Maybe I'm So where I'm standing right now to the target is 20.19. So I was a little off. I thought it was 21 feet, but I said it was around 20 to 21 feet. So just under 7 yards I'm shooting here in the garage. But we're going to go ahead and try 2 pellets. I shot with both of these, and so I've got the Air Arms Diabolo Fields, and I also have my tried and true Meisterkugelns. I'm just going to do a group with each into the little 1-inch splatter burst, and I fully expect that both will do fantastic in here. I'm going to inspect each one of these as I'm sticking it in here to make sure I don't have any damaged skirts to give me any excuses. But you have to make sure now with this trigger that you are, before you even start pulling, that you are where you want to be pointed. Because once you start squeezing it, it is going to go off. I haven't had much problems with Meisterkugelns having damaged skirts, but just don't want to have any excuses. When I was testing with this, actually, I think the Air Arms did a little bit better, but that may have just been me being a little more cautious or whatever. But I've pretty much just about eliminated that little splatter burst. Not bad at all. One ragged hole there. Let's go ahead and get some of these Air Arms out here and give them a try. I'm hoping my CO2 cartridge holds out. I've been doing a lot of shooting. I've completely lost count of my shot count on this guy. On this CO2 cartridge, it's got to be 30 or 40 shots by now at least. That one was flinched a little bit to the left by me. That's better. I have read where there is a modification for this gun to do a cock on open, but I kind of like the cock on close. It's different. I didn't see which hole that one went in, but I believe it probably went in the second one. I'm gonna have to try this guy off a bench rest and just see. I'm thinking it'll stack one pellet right on top of the other without my bobbling around. Wow, those are some great results. There you go. There is, I'm gonna have to do a head-to-head challenge with this guy now with my Walther LGR. This thing, I think it'll give it a run for its money now that it's tuned up like it is. But there you go. There is my update on the Beeman AR2078. I believe they have this in a 2079 as well with 22 caliber. But man, it's a fantastic shooting gun in a 177. Nice little offhand shooting gun. Very, very comfortable. Nice to shoulder. And you can get these. Well, this is an older one. They have the AR20. This is AR2078A. The AR2078B, which is what they have out now, has a more, I guess we call it a more traditional target style of grip. It's the same action and everything, but the profile of the stock is a little bit different. But basically the same unit, I believe. But there you go. There is my AR2078A, and just a fantastic shooting gun. Definitely likes those air arms. It appears a little bit better, but not bad at all with the Meisterkugelns either. And very happy with this guy. So anyway, hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.